Today is May 22nd, 2022. It is a Sunday and it is also day 103 of Blender, and today I'm going to try to replicate the bottle to the left on the screen. So I have this cube and I'm going to start with Control-2 to add a subdivision modifier. Another way you can do this is by going to modifier properties over here, this little wrench icon, go to add modifier, go to the generate column, which is the second column, scroll all the way down, and there should be a subdivision surface modifier. You click on that and that's the same thing as doing Control-2. Control-2 is basically just a shortcut, and that's what you see over here. Basically what the subdivision surface modifier does, it just smooths out the curves. So as you start with the cube, you smooth out the curves of the cube and it just becomes kind of a sphere. Now to go into edit mode, I want to click on tab, or you can go over here to this object mode toggle, scroll down and click on edit mode. To do face select, you can go here, top left, click on face select, or you can press 3 for face select. To do edge select, you do 2, vertex select, you do 1, but I want 3 for face select, and I'll select this face up here. I'll click on G to grab, and I want it to grab up and down, so I'll click on Z to grab up and down on the Z axis. And then to make it a little bit straighter, I'll do Control R for loop cut, and I'll just scroll it all the way up and do another Control R, hover over an edge to make it appear, scroll down all the way down. And then you kind of have a simple shape like this. Now I want to turn on Alt Z so that anything that I do happens throughout the entire mesh and not just where I'm facing. I'm going to go to the front view by clicking on the button under the escape key, and which is right, and then go front view. If you have your numpad, if you have a numpad on your computer, you can just press 7. Okay, what else? Okay, now to get the shape of it, I'll start with something like this to get kind of like this cylinder, and then maybe I'll elongate. Is that even a word? Yes, it is. I just can't pronounce it. I'll do a Control R kind of over here, and then I'll try to scale everything, because if I scale, it'll just look like that. I don't want it to be weird. So what I'll do is I'll go back to front view and probably do another Control R, bring it up all the way up, shift unselect, wait, let me select this. So maybe I could do another one, select this. It's just still gonna go up though. I want it to scale on the X, so that's a problem. Like that, I just want that to be selected. Kind of like that. And then do Alt and I'll press on 2 to edge select, and then I'll do Alt. Scale it like that. Now it looks like a nail polish bottle. And what I'll do is I'll do 3 for face select, and I'll select, maybe I should have just selected these faces. Shift these faces here and then just bring them downwards on the Z axis, and then maybe do Control R, and then I'll go back to front view and select all this and just nah, I don't really like it. So how we can fix this, so we'll do Control R, back in edit mode, do something like scale it downwards this way, and then this way we'll do something like that, scale it this way, and then what's supposed to happen is that all of this gets scaled, but I don't want this to be affected, so I'll do another one, and then I'll select everything above that so that this is scaled that way. It's just weird because then you see kind of like a loop. How should I do this? Well, I messed this one up. This one's supposed to be not like that. Anything but that. So maybe scale it. It's weird. Let me do Control Z like 5,000 times. Okay. I'll do Control R. Maybe what I should have done is go out, escape, click over here. Probably instead of doing that, I'll just make it bigger on the Z, and do another Control R somewhere over here and scale it downwards. Is Alt Z on? Yeah. So that works, but then it needs to be less thick, so I'll go back to front view and then maybe I'll select everything downwards and just do something like that, but then I want everything to be a little wider at the bottom, so I'll do Control R and do something like that, and then maybe, well, that looks weird. Or maybe I could just do face select. I'll press on 3 and select those faces by pressing Shift. And maybe if I scale it down, it'll look something like that. And I just know that it's a little rounder here. So maybe if I go back to front view and do something like this, kind of like that, maybe so. And then this should be a little bigger, but not like that big. Okay, whatever. And then at the top we have some sort of like cork thing. So what I'll do is I'll just press on tab to go back to edit mode, and I'll probably like use this as my cork thing. So I could, oh no, how would I do this now, because I made it too long. Put it downwards, it's just gonna mess up on the Z. So what I'll do is I'll take 3 and select this face up here, and I'll just scale it because it is scaled like that, okay? And then what I'll do is I'll grab it on the Z axis, but then what I'll do is, can I inset and then can I extrude downwards? Maybe something like that on the Z. And then what can happen is, it'll just look weird actually, I don't like it. Honestly, let me do Control Z. Leave it like that, right? And then I could just delete the face, right? And then it just becomes something like that. But I don't want these edges over here. If I go to top view, I don't want these edges here. Mostly, maybe, okay, do Control Z to get back that face that we deleted. Okay, and then back to inset. And we won't inset that much, and then let me see if that works better. Yeah, that works better. Only thing is that this is more curved. Let's see. And then maybe we can go back to front view, select the whole thing, and just scale a little bit downwards. I think that works. Only thing is that it is too long, so maybe what I can do is just bring it downwards a little bit, a lot. So maybe that works a little bit better. And then I'll do the cork. So I'll basically do, let's say, kind of like a cylinder. So I'll do Shift A and I'll do like a cylinder. I'll bring it up by doing GZ. I'll turn off Alt C so you can kind of see the shape. Okay, let's see. So kind of have it the same shape as this. If I could just bring it down on the Z, kind of like this, something like that, right? Because then it goes, okay. And then I'll just shrink it down. So I'll go into edit mode and I'll click on 3, face select this, and just bring it down. Right, but then I want to go to wireframe, so I'll go here to wireframe view. Only thing is for this, I needed to basically maybe scale it, but I wanted to, how would I do this? I'll do a Control R on it, right? And then I'll do like hover over it, but no, I want to do another Control R so that it doesn't do that, and just hover over the top of that and scale it like that, like it is in the thing, and maybe select 3 for the face and then just extrude it a little bit upwards. So now let me go back into solid mode and see how that works. Yep, perfect. Only thing is that it's way smaller, so let me move that over here to the Z right there. Let's see, and then there's like this metal thing or whatever. So I'll just do Shift A and I'll do a sphere, a UV sphere, do GZ to bring it upwards, turn on snapping to face, and then just do GZ so it snaps to that face. And then I'll do shade smooth, and then I'll do this also shade smooth, and this is kind of flat though at the bottom, so what I think I'll do is I'll turn on wireframe. Actually, essentially I'm just gonna hide the bottle, so I'll hide the bottle by pressing H, and then kind of edit this. So essentially it's kind of broken down here, so I'll go to front view and I'll kind of break apart. I'll delete these vertices, and then I'll select the cube and just move it down on the Z. Turn on snapping and move it down on the Z. That's going to be a little bit weird. So G, Z, but it's not too flat though, so that's a problem. Shouldn't be that flat, so let me do Control Z. So instead of doing that, I'll go back to wireframe, because it's supposed to be a little rounded. So I'll go to front view and maybe just delete these vertices. Then it deletes those vertices. So I guess what I could do, instead of making it so flat, maybe I could scale it downwards and bring it upwards. It's weird. Turn off snapping. I don't know. Delete the vertices. It still does the same thing. Or I could just scale it like that. But then you know what? I'll turn on proportional editing, so that when I select this and I scale it, everything is proportional. So I'll scale it kind of like this. But then I'll want this to be scaled a little bit. No, not like that. I just need it to be not so sharp. I need it to be rounded, and then like certain, I don't know. Let me go back. So I just need some of the edges to be deleted, but then that's going to delete a lot of them. Let's think about this. How do I want to go about this? I need it to be like it was melted at the bottom, but you can still see kind of the curve. But then it's flat at the bottom, but not completely flat. Like you can still see curve. I want some popcorn. Oh my god, today was a perfect day to go get yogurt. Why did I think of it? Oh, I'm so annoyed. Alright, my back hurts. I mean, my neck hurts on my back. Like, what? Okay, anyway, let me think. I'm so irritated right now. Come on, sorry. You can think, right? How can we do this? Like, it's not that hard. It shouldn't be this hard. It looks like a balloon. Oh my god, wait, okay. If I select this, right? But I don't want to select that. Maybe something like that. Alt Z is on, right? Okay, if I do something like this and I scale it this way, it'll just look so ugly. No. What do I even want? Maybe what I want is to scale it on the Z. No, on the Y. No, on the X. Also no. Select this here. Maybe scale it on the X. I don't want that. I turn on proportional editing. Kind of like a balloon, right? That's what I wanted. But not too much. Delete the vertices. It still looks weird. I just need it so that... Oh, I could have just pressed on 2 for edge select. So Alt and then select this edge and then just do something like that. Why was that so hard, Sarai? Come on. Okay, so I'll do Control Z to go back to what I had. And then I'll go back to front view by pressing the button under the escape key and go and delete these vertices, and then I'll go to 2 to press edge select and then do Alt and then try to select the bottom edge right here and then scale it kind of like that. But I don't want it to be too... Oh, so maybe proportional editing is best. So I'll turn on proportional editing, and then I'll scale it. Kind of like that. So that's flat, but you see a little curve. Okay, perfect. Now I'll turn on snapping to face. I think it's a shift tab. So we'll move that downwards on the z-axis, and then unhide the bottle. And then, but it should be more rounded though. Turn that off, and it should be like way bigger. I think this is the thing that's just way too big. So I'll go to 3 and select these bottom faces and then just grab it upwards on the z-axis. Whoa, why is it like that? Okay, I guess. Because this is usually very, very big, so it's like almost as if it's like that. Ugh, this sucks. So I guess this is also bigger. So let me do Control Z to go back to how I had it, and then maybe what I'll do here is do something like that. Maybe it just looks way too long. If I go into edit mode and I go to front view, select the stuff, move it. Nope, 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 that's so bad. Actually, that was the other part, so G on the Z actually, yep, nope, that's actually really bad. Let's see, I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. It's just that this is way bigger though. If I move it downwards on the Z so that it just snaps to face. But here's the problem, it doesn't do that. It's like supposed to be smaller. Like that. Whatever, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Now let's get to the fun part. So I'll do Shift A to add a plane, scale it to 5. Whoa, oh, that's why it looks really weird, because it's scaled to like 5,000. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that's too much, but I guess. Let's do Control Z and scale maybe 4. Okay, bring it all the way down to the ground, which is not doing. Okay. Go to edit mode, press on 2, select this back edge, grab, whoop, nope, extrude, nope, escape, and then extrude, and then on the Z, let's do something like that. And then select everything, and then scale it on the X. Go to modifiers, click on bevel, just like increase the amounts and segments, something like that. Do shade smooth, so it looks smooth. And then go to, okay, first of all, let me save it before it crashes. Today is what, 5/22/22, okay, save Blender file. I'm going to apply this bevel, so I'll do Control A, I'll go here and apply the subdivision, Control A, whoops, whoops. Does it have water inside? Oh my god, it does have water inside. Do I want to do a water simulation? Probably not. Control A, I'll go over here, I don't think there's anything there. I could do a bevel for this thing here, for the cork, maybe do a bevel so it looks a little bevel-y. Something like that. And then this is very sharp. So for material view, I'm going to go to material view, or material preview, or material mode. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Control S before it starts going crazy on me. I'm going to go to here and, well, I'll go here, my color picker for my Chrome extension, and try to get this color over here of red. And go to material properties, which is the icon over here, like the dartboard icon. Go to new, base color, go to hex, and then put that color in. The cork is also the same color, so new, base color, hex, put that color in. This has it's very shiny, so I'm gonna turn the roughness down a lot. And I'm going to turn the roughness down also for the cork down a lot too. I never called you Cortana. Where did it go? Oh, okay, right here. Alright, and then this is actually supposed to have a glass BSDF because we're going to render it in cycles. So let's do Control S. Let me go to colors and try to pick a nice color for the backdrop. Let me see, we've done like very neutral colors. So let's see if we can do something else. Nope. Maybe this. Ooh, maybe this one. Let's see. Let's go and make it, oops, not that, the backdrop. So let's go new, base color, hex, put that in there. Okay, now let's Control S and then look at it in cycles. Just wait 1 second. For the lighting, let me look. Oh, is the light not here? Did I delete it? Okay, so let's do Shift A and do a light. Make it a sun. Make it strength of 5. Put it upwards somewhere over here. I would go to top view and I would position it somewhere. Well, let me turn off snapping by doing Shift Tab. So I'll position. What in the world happened? Okay, somewhere over here. On the Y, I'll do Shift D and move towards the X. I'll rotate it so it's kind of like this, and I'll rotate this one so it's hitting over here, and then I'll do Shift D and move it over here, and I'll rotate this one so it's kind of over here, and then you can kind of see that it's absolutely not where I want them to be. So I'll do select all of them and move it upwards, and then I'll rotate them. Whoa, no. I'll rotate each individually. Why is it so weird? Okay, now I need you to rotate this way, please. Okay, you need to go upwards. Touch the ground. Okay, let me do Shift Tab and then do GZ. So then I'm gonna actually turn it on in cycles, the render engine in cycles, so now we can see how it's gonna look like. I just need it to be better because it's not giving right now. Alright, so if I rotate this kind of over here, it's just really not giving right now. If I look at the top view, this one's not hitting it at all. Maybe I would love for one to rotate and hit the wall, and then have another one kind of over here, and then rotate and actually hit this thing over here. Let me go to material mode. What is going on with this thing? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's because I have the thing on Shift Tab. Okay. So rotate it. And it needs to be rotated upwards, and it needs to have on the X kind of like this, maybe on the Y a little bit. What? This is so hard. Usually I don't have a problem with this, but apparently this thing wants to just be absolutely irritating. Like, I kid you not, like, what is going on right now? It ain't even touching the thing. I don't even know where it is in the 3D world. I'm so lost right now. Like, this thing isn't oh my god. Move it all the way down. Just move it this way. Let me rotate it on the X. No, on the Y. And then just move it on the Y. This is ridiculous. Alright, let's see how it looks like. Do one on the floor. If I go to 2 over here and I do like 10. Alright, and then I'm gonna go to edit, preferences, turn on emulate numpad so that I can set my camera view because I don't have a numpad on my computer. I'm going to delete this, join areas, go over here, do something like Control-0, try to set it up. Actually, do something like this, and I'll just scale this on the X. So do something like Control-0. What in not this again? Oh my god, it always does this. Why? Just tell me why. Okay, I'll go to front view. I'll do this and then I'll do Control-0. Did I do something weird? I don't even know. So I'll do Control-0 and then I'll just render that image. It looks weird. I probably did something wrong. What did I do wrong? Let me go to render properties. Properties, go to light paths. Let me just cancel the render. Go to direct lighting. Direct lighting 4, indirect lighting 1. Why is it doing that? Like, why? Tell me why. Oh, it's because I never turned off. Jesus Christ, why am I so. I don't understand myself. Go to material properties and turn off the roughness, right? And then it'll become transparent. Do shade flat. I was like, why is it not transparent? Okay, so maybe roughness like that. And this one is actually kind of a darker red. It's okay. So let me do something like that. Control-0. There we go. Just move it a little to the right. Control-0. I don't like it. Maybe something like that. Control-0. Select the plane and scale it on the Y. And then do Control-0. Just maybe move a little to the right. Control-0. Okay, I think that's good. Actually just maybe a little Control-0. Okay, I got that's better. That's better. Okay, let's render image. And let's wait. And while we wait, I'm going to go and get something to drink.